Classy women don't curse like a fucking sailor. Hi guys, Shelli, Pelly, Annie Parker Confidential. Listen, class is not something you are born with, and it is not something that is reserved just for certain people. It's something that you learn along the way if you were exposed to it via your environment, or it's something that you proactively seek to learn about and implement it in your own life. But what is class? For me, fundamentally, it is the ability to treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. If you would like to be treated with courtesy, if you would like to be treated with respect, extend that to other people as well. That to me is the foundation, because listen, knowing how to hold your wine glass, knowing how to use your cutlery is nice. It is the frosting on the cake, but it doesn't make somebody classy. I mean, I think that we see a lot of our quote unquote leaders who probably know what wine glass to use, but they're rude, disrespectful, and honestly just kind of awful human beings. But let's talk about our favorite thing, us ladies. There are a handful of things that classy women do that others don't, that clearly separate them from the rest of the bunch. Now, here's the good thing. Nowadays, honestly, a lot of people are so rude and so discourteous that it actually makes it much easier for the rest of us to separate ourselves from the pack. So classy women don't curse like an effing sailor. I mean, listen, I have been known to drop an F-bomb or two around my friends when it is necessary, even though I know better. I mean, the truth is, and you know this, using foul language is just not ladylike. It's not classy, it's trashy. Usually somebody that tends to swear a lot, it's usually because they don't have a vocabulary to express what they're saying. It definitely puts you in a different bucket that you don't want to be in. You might think, what an effing joke. Don't say it. Hey guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. I've got brand new content every Tuesday and Friday on all things style, wellness, and beauty for women 40 and over. Love to have you as part of the community. They understand the power of please and thank you. Nothing migrates you quicker to the class bucket than implementing please and thank you in your daily life. The server filling your water glass, the driver who got you safely to your location, your housekeepers that have been there for 8 hours cleaning your house. Thank you and please. It makes a difference. This is one of the things that I noticed about my husband Oliver when we first met 21 years ago already. He said please and thank you in areas that most people would not. And it caused me to go, that guy's classy. For example, instead of saying, where's your restroom? He says, where's your restroom, please? What time is it, please? When are you able to deliver that, please? Or even in directive statements like, I'd like the seared salmon, please. When you start to implement please and thank you, you will see a change in the people that you deal with. You will see that they look at you a little differently and start to maybe treat you a bit differently in a very good way. The Four Seasons did a study on addressing their guest as Mr. or Ms. When they set the bar of civility, of almost like old school manners, what they found is that the guests actually elevated their own behavior to meet that of the staff. Think about it. It's hard to be an ass when somebody is being ridiculously courteous and kind and calling you, Ms. Smith. Even guests that had a complaint or were angry about something, it softened the entire experience because they had set the bar of civility. So taking that into your normal life, when you treat others with respect, it changes the dynamic and they will treat you better in response. Classy women use a certain language. For example, when dining out, the average woman might say, yeah, I'm done, thanks. The classy woman says, yes, I'm finished, thank you. Note the key 3 words. Yes, not yeah. Finished, not done. Thank you, not thanks. The average woman might say, I'm stuffed, or whew, I'm full. The classy woman says, I've had plenty, thank you. When asked how you're doing, most might say, I'm good, thanks. The classy woman says, I'm well, thank you. When choosing an item, instead of saying, I want that one, consider instead saying, I preferred that one, please. Posture people, classy women, hold themselves a certain way. Look at the difference. If I'm slumped or if I have nice posture, one conveys more confidence and a sense of poise. The other just looks schlumpy. I'm a dancer, I had a background in ballet. So the way we were always told, and just think about it this way, when you feel yourself slumping, a string is pulled up through the middle of you, through your head, and all the way up to the ceiling. Sitting up straight communicates a level of poise, confidence, which again translates to an aura of a bit more class. Unless you're at the gym, don't drink directly from the bottle. You instead want to pour yourself a glass. I don't have to tell you, look at the difference. What do you think is a hallmark of a classy woman? Comment below and share. Classy women don't chew gum. Full transparency, I chew bubble gum every once in a while, but just when I'm walking the dogs. The point is, I know it's not classy. I know it's not a good look. My mom always said it looks like a cow chewing its cud. Could you really see Queen Elizabeth walking around chewing a piece of gum? It doesn't look good. Don't chew gum in public. Classy women know when to say when on the cocktails. Nothing takes you from classy to trashy faster than being drunk or way too tipsy. It is really, really unattractive. Seriously, you may be able to get away with it in your early 20s, maybe, and even then it's not a good look. People just kind of think, she's young. Beyond that, it just looks low budge. That doesn't mean that you can't have fun. I love having a good time. It just means be aware of when you're crossing the bridge from I feel nice, I feel relaxed to if I drink, which I don't do that often, 2 is my maximum. I know that anymore takes me from I just feel nice and relaxed and I'm enjoying our evening to okay, I'm like kind of looking not so fresh. They know not to show too much skin, too much boobage, way too much leg. It's not a good look. That doesn't mean you have to dress like a nun. I love dressing sexy for date night. It's all about understanding how to dress for the situation and how to dress for your body type. For example, some of these very low plunging necklines look beautiful and amazing on women with a smaller chest, especially when they balance it with a longer skirt or a pair of trousers. On the other hand, I know that this particular style with the plunging neckline does not work on my body because my boobs are too big and it would cross from looking classy into really trashy, not very good. So I choose another style. Classy women will tend to choose pieces that enhance their physique, that highlight their figure while still looking classy. It's all about dressing appropriately for your body type and for the situation. Classy women do not logo themselves out. Classy women know that walking around with like Balenciaga, Gucci, Louis Vuitton is tacky. Aside from the fact that you're advertising for the brand for free, it looks like you think it's a big deal. Classy women choose high quality pieces and have them impeccably tailored so that the clothing and the quality speaks for itself, not the logo. That doesn't mean that you can't have a bag that has a small little logo. I love a Chanel, but it isn't all over the bag. It's not blazoned across my chest. I'm not wearing a baseball cap with Gucci all over it. Classy women know the art of subtlety and quality. Classy women have good table manners. I'll put a link down below for my video on table etiquette, including how to set a table, what wine glass to use, how to hold a wine glass, what cutlery to use, all the good stuff. These are just really basic things that are good to know. Classy women know to bring a little gift for the hostess. Never show up empty-handed. It's not outright rude per se, it just lacks a little thoughtfulness and it just sort of lacks a little bit of polish. So you may be thinking, yeah, but what if my friend says, please no gifts? Here's how I understand it. Please don't get me a gift. I don't need anything. I just want my friends to come enjoy. What I will normally do is I bring the little something for her that she can put aside and enjoy later. Now with my friends, it's usually a little bit of C's chocolates. We all love our C's chocolates. She can easily put it aside and then dig in later after we've all left. Just a little something. Classy women don't discuss money and they don't talk about what something costs. Talking about how big your annual bonus was or how much your vacation cost or the price of your new whatever is considered terribly gauche. If you're at a restaurant saying, whoa, 50 bucks for a halibut, don't do it. But what about if somebody asks you how much something was? I was in the elevator a couple months ago and I saw a woman looking down at my wedding ring and she says, whoa, that ring is huge. How much did that cost? In a case like that, I'm just vague. I just pretend like I don't remember. Classy women smell good and they're well groomed. Nobody wants to stink. Keeping your color cut and highlights nice and fresh. Your brow and your lip waxed. your nails and tootsies mani-pettied. If your polished chips, take your polish off. It's better to have no polish than chipped polish. And then finally, teeth. Teeth are really important. You don't want to walk around with Billy Bob teeth. So aside from having them be straight and having all of your teeth, I'm just saying, whiten. I'd have my teeth whitened every so often in the dentist office, but in between, I love those Crest white strips. I use the ones, I think they're called Glamour Whites. So every once in a while when I feel like the caffeine sort of building up on my teeth or they just don't look as fresh as I would like, I do a few rounds of the Crest white strips and I really like those. Okay, I heard when ladies say classy women age gracefully. I don't know what the F that means. What does that mean to you, aging gracefully? Comment below, I wanna know. Okay, a classy woman knows her maximum heel height. That is the highest that you can go and still look, feel, and walk with poise and confidence. It's really hard to do that if you are teetering and tottering on a pair of 5-inch heels and barely able to walk. My maximum heel height is 4 inches. Anything over that, and literally it is like watching a baby elephant walk in a pair of stilettos. It's not attractive. Classy women do not engage in snarky, bitchy, dramatic behavior either online or offline in real life. My mom always said, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all. Look, there's respectful discourse, there's respectful disagreement, and then there are people that are just flat out angry little amoebas. Classy women understand when to disengage and when to just leave those people to themselves. I don't know about you, but haven't you just seen some women who handle it so gracefully? They're on TV and they're being like attacked, and they just have this graceful way of answering the question without being dragged down into it. Maybe this is a bit of a side note. This is one of the reasons I flipping hate the entire Housewives franchise. I can't stand it. I don't know why it's so popular. I think it's actually disappointing that it's so popular. Those women should be ashamed of themselves. Screaming, fighting, flipping tables over. I don't even know what to say to it. It is so trashy, low level, amoeba type behavior. These are privileged women living very privileged lives. And instead of being grateful, instead of saying, you know, I can't believe what a blessed life I have and I'm going to give back, instead, they're pulling each other's hair out, gossiping about each other, and having drama over like stupid things. And I feel that in some sense, shows like that have really taken the barriers down around poor behavior. So people see this type of stuff on TV, they see people getting famous from it, making a living from it, and they start to emulate it. I mean, people are just really gullible and they're more interested in, wow, I can get famous by doing that, than, okay, I'm making a complete ass of myself. And there are better things that I can be doing with my energy and my resources to help make the world a better place versus pulling out somebody's hair. Okay, ladies, what do you think? Did I miss something? Please comment below. We all love sharing with each other. And until next time, I'll see you in a couple days. Bye, y'all.